All right, we're answering this question today. Do young men and women in Jehovah's Witnesses talk about the abuse and trauma privately amongst themselves? Most often, no. From the time you're very little, as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, you are taught to go to the elders if you see or hear of any kind of wrongdoing. Pretty much you're taught to tattletale. And this is on anyone, your parents, your siblings, your best friend, especially if this abuse or trauma was caused by an elder or a man in the congregation. I've noticed that the pattern seems to be that the victim ends up receiving more discipline than the person who caused the abuse. They'll be told that there's not enough proof, you don't have witnesses, it's your word against theirs. And then you end up losing your privileges, being publicly reproved, or disfellowshipped. It's pretty much like an interrogation. You'll be asked what you were wearing. Were you dressed immodestly? You must have caused them to have improper thoughts. Let's say you're having some doubts or starting to question some things. If you tell anyone, this will 100% be brought to the elders. If someone sees you dressing immodestly, if you're associating with those that aren't Jehovah's Witnesses, if you're seen holding hands or kissing or dating someone who's not a Jehovah's Witness, if someone sees you buying cigarettes, drugs, a lottery ticket, yep, they'll go straight to the elders. I received a message from a young Jehovah's Witness who was standing at the bus stop and she exhaled and you could see her breath. For one moment, she just pretended it was a cigarette. A fellow Jehovah's Witness saw her and went to the elders, suggesting that she was smoking. So as much as you may want to confide, you're petrified that they'll go to the elders and that you'll get in trouble. I also received so many messages from those inside the Jehovah's Witness congregation, all different ages, and they are having to hide their true sexuality, whether they're lesbian, gay, bi, trans. If anyone were to find out, they'd lose pretty much everything. Family, friends, maybe even their job if they worked for Jehovah's Witnesses, their entire community. There are just so many who are having to hide their abuse, their trauma, their sexuality, their truth. And that brings up another message I received this week. A woman whose son-in-law was disfellowshipped from the Jehovah's Witnesses, and because he didn't get the help he needed, he ended up jumping off a bridge to his death, committing suicide. Unfortunately, so many don't see any other way out. One of the best things you can do is be open and talk about it, share your experiences. And if you have no one else to talk to, please message me. I'm here for you.